good?
Yeah, I'm kind of fucking good, dude. I'm so fucking mad.
Don't forget your mic.
God. Fuck, man.
You're so fucking... What a way to start the podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to Odd Time. Holy shit, it's been a minute, boys.
More than...
It's been a minute.
It's been an hour.
It's been an hour or two, perhaps.
Yeah. It feels nice.
It does.
It feels soothing.
It feels right.
Yeah.
It does.
Feels right.
Vinny, do you think that Charles looks more...
Sorry.
Thank you. I've been waiting for that. I was waiting. Finally, he touched me. So...
I've been waiting for this day.
Yeah.
Do you think Charles looks more hench than the last time you saw him?
Yeah, he's getting cut and buying expensive watches. Like, he's either going to come out or he's rich. Like,
This fucking guy.
Could it be both?
yeah, I mean, he could be getting absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've lost. I've lost 15 pounds.
That you didn't need to lose, though. So that's...
Fuck off.
You're cutting.
No.
You're cutting at this point.
Well, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I did need to lose. So, okay, let's start this thing off properly with a rant about the United States medical system.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh God.
No, but for real, check this out because
Oh,
this is actually pretty ridiculous and it had me super pissed off. So, I go to the doctor, I get blood work done. I've never had blood work done, right? But it was one of those
How old
things
are you?
where 29.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I
it
didn't
was
start till 30.
Yeah, it was one of those things where it was like, okay, sure, let's check levels. Everything was totally fine except for cholesterol. They said was a little bit high. Now I'm not an expert on. I know it's like the combination of like LDL, HDL.
Yeah,
all
it was.
that shit.
I guarantee it
Right.
wasn't a red flag. It was like
I think the
not
total.
perfect.
I think the total number was like 245 or something.
Yeah.
240, 245, which is like starting to get into a range where they're like, okay, we want to pay attention to this, but I don't think it's alarming. So I found that out. And I was like, all right, that was sort of part of the catalyst of let me start to get my shit together. So it was a combination of let me start getting my diet together. And I'm like, I am a piece of shit who's not self-motivated at all. So I need to go hire a trainer like some rich asshole. And so I went and I hired a trainer. And I've been working with a trainer now for a few months. And it's great. Love the dude. It's amazing. And I go 3 days a week. And I've got some shit to do on the off days, which I don't always do. But I'm supposed to. And so been doing this stuff, lost 15 pounds so far, and gotten a lot stronger. Like everything's going in the right direction, right? I go back 3 months later, get my blood taken again so we can check on where it is this time. Cholesterol dropped. I think the total cholesterol number is now like 203 or something.
Are you adding both of your cholesterol numbers together?
Yeah. Because I know the ratio is more important, but like just as a general, like they
You're
say
still
they want
super
it.
low.
Well, they want it under. They like ideal range is below 200, I think.
Okay.
And
But,
so
right.
So I went from whatever it was to like 203 or something like that. You know what the fucking recommendation from the doctor was after I got the blood results back? He was like, this is legit what it fucking said. Okay. Nice guy. Doctor's a nice dude, right? But like, this is the kind of shit that makes you go, what's going on here? Right? Because the recommendation from the doctor was, cholesterol did improve, but I think it's just genetic because there's a family history, which there's not, and so I'm recommending starting you on this medication.
What?
Whoa.
Cholesterol meds.
That's fucked up.
And
Which
I'm
means
like,
you could never
hold
fly
on,
a plane.
hold
You could
on.
never do a lot of things.
Hold the phone because I want to get back to that.
Yeah.
Hold the phone because you're telling me that I dropped almost in 3 months, lost a bunch of weight, dropped almost into the range that I'm supposed to be in. Everything's trending in the right direction. And you're just going to be like, yeah, I mean, it looks like it's just genetic. Sorry. Like, fuck off.
Wow.
All the
Your
way
number's
off.
so
Like,
low.
That
Makes
is
no
so
sense.
insane. Well, that's what Alex, my trainer was like, dude, that's not even high. Like, he was like,
That is the weirdest
but
timing.
it's just so weird that I could make an improvement like that, get so close to like totally green, like, yep, that's good. You're in a good level. You're good to go. Get so close to that, be trending in that direction, losing weight, getting stronger, eating better, all this shit. And yet the response from the medical community is, no, it looks like it's just genetic. Okay, there was an improvement, but whatever. No, it's genetic. You need medication.
Was he expecting you to have him improved more?
I don't know.
He didn't say so.
No, didn't say anything.
Okay,
Just took the blood, tested it, saw the level, and was like, "No, you're not there." And then was just like, "Yeah, it's just genetic." I'm like, I'm going in the right direction. What the fuck do you think is going on here? Like, is it just oh, yeah, that's as far as I'm gonna get, and that's the end of it? Seriously?
No, that's absurd.
It's just so insane.
That's absurd.
Like,
Don't do
but
that.
it makes you. This is the kind of shit that makes people go, okay, how much money is that dude collecting if he fucking gives me this medication? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I see. I don't think it's a money thing. I think it's they want to pass the buck. They want to. I mean, if you get on it, now you're fucking not even 2 points above. You're in the range.
Yeah.
He won.
right. I don't know what it is, but it's just one of those things where it's like, how can you look at a person who made an improvement over a short period of time and is trending in the right direction and be like, better give up now? Like what the fuck is that?
Yeah, welcome
It
to
is
the
so
healthcare system,
ridiculous, dude.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
it's just like, let's just medicate everything away, you know?
I went to I forget the name of it. She was a specialist at a hospital for hormones, and I had already gone to a hormone clinic for men. So we're talking like a physician's assistant type clinic, where it's not even like doctors rolling around. It's like physician's assistants working under a doctor, checking your hormone levels, getting you on shit to fix it up. And then I go to this hospital doctor because my wife's demanding a second opinion, and she's got all these awards on the walls, and she's a hormone specialist. She's been here for 30 years. She didn't even know the names of the shit they put me on, and was like, well, why would you take that? And I explained it to her, and she's like, oh, that's pretty smart. But why do they have you on this? And I'm like, because of this. And she's like, oh, I've never heard of this. That all makes sense. And I'm teaching a fucking woman who has awards on the wall.
You know why? Because she had a different sales rep come in from a different company selling a different drug.
Crazy,
It's wild, dude. It's so insane. So wait, the cholesterol medication thing, what's the thing with like flying planes?
You should Google it and let me know if I'm wrong. But from what I understand, the second you get on heart medication, you are no longer eligible to get a pilot's license.
Really? Even like a
Can't have a heart attack
like
in
a
the
general
sky.
aviation thing?
Yeah.
Like a private
Right.
pilot?
Can't have a heart attack in the sky.
Well, it's like
How many
I feel like there's no way that.
How many
Well-
fat pilots have you seen? I'm being dead serious.
I mean, that is.
I've never seen one.
I haven't.
I've never seen a fat
that
pilot.
is true.
I haven't. Well, they
That
can't be
is
depressed
true.
either, right? They can't be on SSRIs.
That's
exactly.
that's a crazier one.
Yeah,
Yeah, where it's like, yeah.
I'm
It's
almost
like,
positive the second you enter that realm of heart medication,
well, I
and
know it's that. I
SSRIs,
know
you're
it's that
fucking
way
done.
with
Yeah.
commercial aviation. That is the case with SSRIs, which is hilarious because they're like, well, we'd rather just have people with all kinds of
Self-medicate with
problems.
alcohol
Yeah,
than
exactly.
actually take
you know what I mean?
Lexapro.
Right. Yeah.
Like whiskey works better than SSRIs.
Right.
That's all I'm
Which,
saying.
yeah. Oh man,
It
it's
looks
so
like
funny.
if you have a diagnosis, you're disqualified from everything. But said if you
Diagnosis of what?
like a specific heart disease
Okay.
thing.
Oh,
But
okay.
if you are on some kind of medication, you have to like go through a medical like clearance or pass or
Okay.
something. But you can still
Huh.
be eligible to.
Now, are you talking commercial or general?
I think just generally like the FAA,
wow.
whatever.
Yeah, I think it's the same. It's the same body
Yeah.
because I mean, small plane.
Well, yes, but there's different regulations between commercial aviation and general aviation.
Oh, I'm
like,
sure,
Like
yeah.
to be a commercial pilot, there's I think it's a lot more stringent. Can you find out what the situation is with like the SSRI thing with commercial pilots? Because I heard that was like pretty nuts how they handle that. Like you can't even let on that you're in a weird place. They're
No,
just like,
but-
nope,
Keep it inside.
keep it inside.
Hold
Don't
on,
tell
though.
us.
Have I told it? If I've told this story, tell me to stop. But on my way home from fucking Rome once, I'm sitting next to this lady. It's like not quite first class. It's the business class section, so it's 2 seats. And she's getting bottles of champagne handed to her. Everybody's asking how she's doing, and I don't recognize her. So finally, I'm like, look, who are you? Are you famous? Should I know who you are?
Yeah.
And she starts laughing. She's like, I'm the pilot's wife. And I was like, oh, shit.
That's
We're on this big ass, Dreamliner heading back from Rome to Charlotte,
Yeah,
11-hour flight. And then she starts showing me pictures of her trip, and I start showing her pictures of my trip. And, well, her husband, he been drinking a lot that trip.
Yeah.
We're talking like pictures of him clearly fucking hammered, holding magnums of champagne at restaurants. And I'm like, well, the bottle to throttle rule is like a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And you only said you were there for 3 days, and the pictures you showed me, there's no fucking way he's outside of that time limit of bottle to throttle, meaning drinking
How
to
much
flying.
time between should it be?
I don't know exactly.
Okay.
But she realizes halfway through showing me these pictures that she's like, oh, I really should not be showing him this. And she's like, but some of these are from an old trip. And I'm like,
Sure.
Yeah.
So then she gets hammered. And I finally am like, all right. So how is he able to do this and skirt the rules? And she's like, he's at year 30. And he has a union behind him. They couldn't drug test him if this plane went down in the middle of the fucking ocean right now.
Right.
And so the whole thing's kind of fucked, right?
Yeah.
Like it's hard to get in.
Well, it's just like
but
everything
once you're
else.
in, you're fucking
It is.
in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, right. But
He's
it's
got
literally like
tenure.
everything, though. I mean, like everything is fucking bureaucracy. Who knows who? Like that's all anything is. And it's like, I mean, people talk about the whole thing of like, oh, it's not, how good you are, it's who you know. Holy shit. No, like truer words have never, ever been
Amen.
spoken.
No, absolutely true.
I mean, that's how your whole business works.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like who knows more people in the community? Like who has more connections? Who has just met more people?
Yep.
You know?
And there's pros and cons to that, right? Mm-hmm. Like the cons are, not everybody gets a fair shake at starting out, but the pros are, if they know a lot of people, they're going to move a lot of shit, and they're going to be forced to be good because a lot of people are going to call them. Because at the end of the day, if you're not good,
People
you don't
stop
fucking
calling.
make money.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So,
Go
sorry,
ahead.
I was just gonna flip the subject here.
Ooh.
Last time we met up, we were talking about psychedelics and such quite a lot. But since then, just wondering what you've been up to. We haven't talked to you very much. What's going on in your life? What are you doing?
A lot's going on in my life,
Vinny's
man.
the most elusive fucking person to get a hold of in the world.
Yeah, I mean, I am. When I get pointed in directions like find me a house, sell my house, it's all I can focus on. And I become.
Do you know why? Do you know why you know you're good at your job? Because if you text Vinny about anything, it's hit or miss whether you're going to get a response. You text him about fucking work, instant response. If it has to do with anything involving your job, which is frustrating as shit, by the way, but it shows you motherfucker's good at his job.
Yeah, because it's got to be that way because
But
it's hard.
answer my fucking text.
It's hard, man. When I have 63 unread texts, I have to scroll through to see which one is about work.
Oh
And I got
god.
to start there first.
Oh man.
It's hard, man.
No, I
But
get it.
Life's
Yep.
good, man. Everything's good. Work's exploding, and
Is it?
yeah,
Really?
Oh, good.
But it's weird, man, because it's exploding for some of us, not for others,
Weird.
and it's getting to that point where,
People are going to start bailing.
oh yeah, we'll lose so many agents this year.
I was going to say, how many agents have already fucking called it quits? You know?
Yep, and that's the beauty about real estate is there's no layoffs in real estate.
No.
They just go away,
Yep.
and the rest of us stay.
from them. Yeah.
So, but it's been cool, man. But
And then they're continuing ed lapses and like then their license lapses and like
yes,
like almost like I'm speaking from experience.
Yeah.
You know?
no,
Right,
but, yeah.
that's what it was though. I sold a house and then I was like, ugh. Like I don't like this. You know,
It's hard, man.
Well, at that time in my life too, like there were so many things that were just not right.
Yep.
Like my confidence, my knowledge, my experience, like none of it was ready or at a place where it made any sense for me to step into that business and actually like have any fucking clue what I was talking about.
No, I totally understand that.
Yeah. So I was just like, I just bailed. But that was me. Except it wasn't because of weird market things.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it's
But
also because you have 10 billion interests at the same time, and you jump around and bounce around
That
to
is true.
different professions. And the man knows a lot about a lot of random shit.
random shit. Very random shit.
Yep. Yeah, but no, still eating mushrooms. Fucking,
That was
still eating
just a
lots of
great-
mushrooms.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a saving grace for sure.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you guys? What are you getting up to? You
Uh,
got your wife back.
Yeah, I'm not eating mushrooms.
Got your wife back.
Got the wife.
Uh-huh.
Got the wife. Yeah, that's nice.
That had already happened last time we were on, right?
No.
She was
No,
here?
no.
Uh-uh.
Wait.
We've
No.
definitely done a podcast since
Not
Carrie
since
got
she's
here.
been back. No fucking way.
We haven't?
No,
I don't
because my
think
wife
so.
came home and said, "Hey, that girls' night was amazing. Oh my god, I finally met the international sex strip lady." And I was like, "Oh my god!" Yeah.
Oh, maybe what it was is that we had found out that Curie was going to be able to come here.
Probably.
I think
so,
that's what it
'cause
was.
she-
We knew she was coming.
Right, because I think maybe what'd you say? We did the last podcast in October or something.
Something like that.
Because like,
Oh, that's right.
she got here on November 15th.
Wow.
So yeah. It's been
Oh
a
my
hot minute.
God, so much has happened. We got to
My
update everybody.
life. Oh. Yeah, but we got the
We gave
wife.
her. She had a proper American Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Right upon arrival.
Yep.
We did. We cooked prime rib. I learned how to cook prime rib.
That's pretty cool.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
I got it figured out.
Yep.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. This
It's
shit was
fantastic.
unbelievable.
How'd you cook it?
Salty, crusty.
Ooh.
Oven or grill?
I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah. No. 500 degrees. Wait times 5 minutes.
Oven.
Oven. Shut off the oven. Don't touch it for 2 hours. 500 degrees. Fries the outside. The 2 hours residual heat cooks through.
Must've been
Every
perfect.
time. Perfect. Every time.
Where'd you get the cut from?
So right in this plaza. There's
Awesome.
a butcher right in this plaza.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and really like great dudes. And I walked in there, and I did a test run because like I'd never done it before, so I was like, well, I'm not gonna get to Thanksgiving and risk fucking up
The whole thing.
dinner.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me do one. But these cuts of meat are like $300.
Oh yeah.
So I walk in there and I'm like, yeah, I just want to do it. Like, I'm gonna try. And they're looking at me like,
Good
really?
luck, asshole.
Like really?
Yeah.
Like you're gonna fucking.
You're gonna test run.
You're gonna test run
on
a
a
$300 piece
slab.
of meat, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, what the fuck else am I supposed to do? I've never done this before. I'm not gonna fuck up Thanksgiving dinner.
Was it great?
Oh my god,
Fantastic.
Yeah.
dude. It was
Oh, it was fantastic.
unbelievable. Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, I did it. So I did the test run. I did Thanksgiving dinner. I cooked Christmas dinner back
Yes,
home.
he did.
Yeah.
Did
Yep.
you do prime rib then too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is
And
great.
you did-
It's my new thing.
You
It's
did
my new thing.
Two of them? No, wait. What?
Yeah.
what
Well,
happened
for
with
Christmas dinner, I did 2 of them
You did 2 of them
at the same time,
Yep.
which was
That's good.
a little sketchy. I was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a little worried about it, but came out
Right.
perfect
Mhm.
yet again.
Yeah.
We also did. I don't know if I told you about this. We did a trash can turkey.
That sounds great.
Do you know what that is?
No, but I'll eat turkey out of a trash can.
It's fucking. It's exactly what it
Fucking
is.
love turkey.
So the process was actually super sketchy because I didn't realize the way you do it is you just take like a metal trash can and you put the bird on a stick, and then you put the trash can over it, and then you put coals on the top and around the bottom.
Oh, very cool.
So it turns
Yeah.
it into an oven,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yep.
But here's the catch. You can't just go to Home Depot and buy a trash can and go home and do this, because when a trash can is galvanized, it has a zinc
It's
coating.
toxic, right?
It's toxic
Yep.
as fuck. So you
That's
so
why I
you,
never bought into the beer can chicken thing. I'm like, what beer can are you fucking using, guys?
yeah. So there's 2 ways that you can strip the zinc off of something that's galvanized. You can either burn it really hot,
Yeah.
which would require me building a bonfire in my backyard, which in Colorado,
Or a blowtorch.
about a whole trash can.
It'd be a long
You gotta
time.
get it
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
Flamethrower.
So I went the other route, which is you can chemically strip it with
Yeah.
muriatic
Soak
acid.
it, right? Yep.
Yep.
With fucking acid. I was like, this sounds like a terrible idea.
But it worked?
It worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know it's stripped?
You can see it.
Nobody died.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Nobody
we'll find
died.
out in 30 years.
That's yeah, exactly.
Our left eyes start twitching.
right.
Yeah.
Right. No, but that shit tasted great.
It's so funny, this movement of men becoming meat experts.
I am far
It's a
from a
thing.
meat expert.
No, but it's like I've got these friends that like it used to be where we're watching the game or where we're going to work out or where we're going to fucking party. And now our like Snapchats and our group chats are like,
it's like, look what I cooked.
check out this piece of ass I'm smoking.
Well, it's all because fucking Joe Rogan started sharing
It's
all of his
hilarious.
pictures
And, like,
on Instagram.
And I'll be like, so wait, you're not coming to so-and-so's house? Like, no, I've got to watch over this. And they're dead fucking serious.
yeah.
It's bizarre, you guys. It's fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you would have told me the closer you reach to 40, you're going to lose more friends over smoked meats than anything else. I'd have been like, you're full of shit. And I have. Like friends that'll literally say, hey, man, sorry, I can't come to your baby shower. I'm smoking a
this-
pork butt today. You know? Oh, my God, you guys.
Yeah, I'm far from an expert. I cook it, I beat it, but I'm not. I don't know that much about it.
So wait,
I
you're
just
telling
thought
me
of that one.
like
Isn't
that
that cool?
you haven't missed your friend's, I don't know, daughter's. Yeah, well, what's that religious thing?
Oh,
Bat mitzvah?
Bat
mitzvah.
bat mitzvah?
Quinceañera.
Wait,
Yeah.
bat mitzvah is the female one, right?
Bar mitzvah?
Yes.
Bar mitzvah's
mitzvah's
for
the
boys,
boys.
I think, right?
Yes.
I just said bat mitzvah and
bat
bar
mitzvah.
mitzvah.
Yeah,
Well, I
one's
think I
boys,
said
one's
daughter.
girls.
I've had friends' daughters.
So it'd be a bat mitzvah, is
So
that
it would be a
right?
bat mitzvah. He was correct.
And then quinceañera,
Yeah.
right?
So you haven't missed your friend's daughter's
quinceañera.
quinceañera
Yeah.
overcooked meat?
No, because I honestly, guys,
Hey, is that a thing here?
what?
The whole quinceañera thing?
Absolutely.
Is it?
There's specialty piñata stores and specialty dress and tuxedo stores in certain areas of town for those events.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do they double as Sweet 16s as well? Like is it the
That
same
is
kind of thing?
Basically what it is.
I know, yeah.
It must.
Just
Aren't
yeah.
quinceañeras more extravagant
15.
though?
Yes, they are.
Well,
Yeah.
I think it depends, right?
Does
Because Leanne grew up on Long Island, and I didn't know this because where we're from,
Oh,
Sweet
right.
16s are not a thing at all.
Right.
Like it's just
Yeah.
I never even like you'd heard of it from like movies or whatever, but not a thing in the slightest, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Leanne used to tell me she would get invited to these Sweet 16s, bro. They were fucking weddings, like they were straight up prom level
yeah.
events, like. You got dresses for Sweet 16s. The same exact way that you get like a prom dress or fucking or
Right.
something like that.
Right.
They would get
Yep.
Sweet 16 dresses. I'm like, and
That's-
it's a huge thing on Long Island.
Absolutely.
And I had no idea it even existed. But Leanne's telling me all these stories about growing up and going
Oof.
to Sweet 16s. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, these people would spend like 30 grand on a Sweet 16. I'm like, are you fucking kidding
That's
me?
stupid, dude.
It's literally a wedding.
That's stupid.
It's like another wedding.
I
and
didn't
you
even
have to
spend
do
30
it.
grand on my wedding. I wouldn't spend 30 grand on my wedding.
You don't have to spend 30 grand on anything. If you
How
have health
expensive
insurance,
is a
definitely
wedding
don't.
like in Japan? Is it different than doing it here?
Sorry, is what different if it's in Japan?
Because you guys had your ceremony in Japan.
Yes.
So is the industry like the same?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's extravagant, crazy fucking
Really?
weddings. Yeah, yeah.
Is
but
it-
if you
is it
just do like an
expensive on
old
the same
school
level?
temple wedding,
Yeah.
then it's easy to get away for under 10 grand.
Under 10. Wow. What costs that much?
What do you mean?
Like what are you spending that money on?
Food and booze.
Yeah, but you didn't do like a reception, right?
We did a small reception.
Okay.
We only had like 10 people,
Right.
and and
And
it
you
was
you catered it and everything, right?
yeah. Well, we went to a restaurant that was
went
in
to a
the
restaurant.
temple complex,
Oh.
and then we had everybody stay there, or not stay there, but like just go to dinner, and it was really nice. But it wasn't more than like $40 to $50 a head, like and yeah,
right.
So that wasn't that much, and yeah.
But you spent 10 grand?
No. I didn't say
Oh.
that. I said you can stay under 10.
Oh, okay.
Pretty
I'm
easily.
like, how did you even do
I
that?
think we only spent like 5 to 6 total.
On what?
The temple itself was 2.
Really?
Yeah, to rent out the spot
Oh.
for a bit.
Isn't a temple supposed to be like a sacred site or something like that? Like it seems
Not anymore.
I was gonna say it seems weird that like that, like-
Desecrated.
yeah. Let's,
by the white
let's
people.
rent it out.
That's great.
Imagine that's just like fucking. Well, I guess it kind of
They're
is,
money
though.
makers,
Like
dude.
the big churches and stuff. They're just like, here's this sacred site that people
Yeah.
predicate their whole lives
Absolutely.
on.
Oh my
Let's
God.
rent it out.
I just imagined like a mega church, but like a mega temple.
That'd be amazing.
Oh yeah,
That'd be
Actually
amazing.
great.
yeah. Did you guys see the shit at Christmas where that giant fucking megachurch down south was like flying drummers through the
Yes.
the auditorium on ropes and shit?
Yep.
So stupid, dude.
I think they spent if I recall, I don't remember the number. Maybe we can find out. But it was like they spent like $2 or $3 million on this Christmas Eve.
I'm sure they did, man.
Mm.
There's nothing. I mean, I would sit here across the table from any man alive and argue the whole megachurch thing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the evangelical bullshit.
Of course.
And it's like private jet shit, all of that. So that they're all so full of shit I can't even see straight.
It's a business.
And they won't debate anybody that says it's full of shit,
Right.
because they will only talk to the sheep.
Well,
That's it, man.
because who do they stand? If they debate somebody, who do they stand to convert? Nobody.
Who wins when I say to you, why
Right.
do you have 6 private jets? And they say, well, we need them. And I say, for what? Because we're doing a bunch of mission work. And I'm like, you know what I would do? I would fly commercial, save all that money, and use more money towards whatever the mission is.
Well, yeah, but that's not
that
the
would
point.
never happen.
That's not
Yeah,
the
no.
point.
Because they're all full of shit. And anybody listening to this that goes to mega churches, you're fucked. And go ahead and get in the DMs and talk all you want. I'll fly you out here and we can talk about how full of shit you are. That's how passionate I am about this stuff.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, man.
It's crazy. I mean, I think
They're wild.
the funniest part is that like we've done all this under the guise of like it's all tax free.
Yes.
All of it.
That's right.
That's what's
It's
wild.
fucking
Like,
bullshit,
yeah.
man.
Listen, if people want to go to a megachurch and give all their money away to some guy who's a fucking multi-millionaire and owns private jets, like that's your thing.
Yeah.
Be my guest. I don't
Yep.
give a shit.
I've
You
gone-
spend your money how you want. I spend plenty of money on dumb shit. You can do that all day long.
I've gone to 3 or 4 of them, guys.
Have you really?
Oh, I've been invited to them. And it's you got to come with us. I need you to come with me. It'd mean a lot to me if you come with me. And I'm like, whatever. So I go. We sit down. I start watching the production value. Music kicks up. Lights kick on. Projector drops. And I'm like, wait a second.
What is going on?
What the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah.
And then every fucking 15 minutes, somebody is talking about tithing and money, tithing and money, tithing and money.
Huh.
It's you guys. It's just not genuine.
No, of course not.
It's not genuine.
Yeah.
It saved my life. It's like, well, shit. You need help. If you were saved by a production company with shitty background music, while somebody was like, Jesus just gets me.
Yeah.
He gets me.
He gets me money.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, exactly.
Let's go.
I'm
Thanks,
not a fan,
Jesus.
you guys.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of that shit.
I couldn't classify myself as a fan.
No.
either.
That's really funny.
The funniest thing is, what? Go
Sorry,
ahead.
I couldn't find what they spent on it, but they were selling tickets to it for like $60.
That's fucking
The
ridiculous.
tickets
Wow.
were,
Like
were 60 bucks.
$60,
Yeah, but these
Damn.
mega churches have these insane capacities, though.
Yeah.
They can seat
Yeah,
like
oh.
It's like thousands.
thousands of people.
Absurd.
Oh yeah.
Thousands.
Oh yeah.
That is so wild.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's a
man.
crazy. It's a weird business.
It's
a very
not weird.
business.
It's Fox.
It's well. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
A weird business
That's
is
what he's saying.
A weird business is like selling a certain kind of dildo. Like that only a certain kind of people use, and like it's a niche industry.
You're
Yeah.
an expert in this one particular dildo.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes,
right,
exactly, right.
You can only get those from those guys, and it's like that's weird.
Where it's like it's weird, but it's like, hey, it's weird, but do your thing.
I've
Like, hell.
literally been approached by a not a friend, but somebody I know, and he's like, you know what, you'd be great at being that guy on stage, talking about Jesus, and he was being dead fucking serious, and he was like, just think about it. You go up there with your personality and you just start yelling and making people laugh and you make it all about Jesus and we start making millions tax free. And he was dead fucking serious. And it's like, that would have been a pretty fucking easy route.
Probably would have been
Get some
would've.
investors, get some commercial space, and then I get up there, I'm like, oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. That's all you gotta
It'd be
do.
fucking easy.
Uh-huh.
People are that fucking stupid, man.
It's sad. It's just it's unfortunate. I think that a lot of people find themselves really drawn into that world.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, everybody's searching for something.
yeah, and that's really all it is, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? It's just
But if you can't see that, like, I always ask people,
it's tough. Yeah.
so this church, and I'll fucking name them because I don't give a fuck. But it was a Flatirons church here in Colorado. It's one of the biggest mega churches. And this is years ago. So I don't think it's anybody that works there now. But they were talking about how the pastor drove a track hawk or something like that. And I was like, okay, cool. And they were like, yeah. And I was like, well, how much does he make a year? Like, well, we don't know. I was like, but I thought you work for him. Well, yeah, but we don't know what like the heads of the church makes. Like, but he's got this track hawk and it's the coolest fucking car I've ever seen. And then like 6 months later, he left this church for a mega church in a different state. And everybody was like, well, why'd he leave?
and bought a Urus.
And yeah, it was very something like that. And everybody was like, well, he got a better opportunity. And I was like, oh, you dumb fucks. He got offered more money. This has nothing to do with Jesus Christ
moving up-
and saving you and your kids.
he's moving up
He's
that
moving
Jesus
on
ladder.
down the line to the real
Yeah.
mega churches in the South.
That dude's climbing closer to heaven.
Yep.
That's what's going on.
Yeah. Anybody that wants to debate that on me, by the way, I'll fly out. We can talk about it.
Oh, man.
man.
What does it feel like to be a person who can say anything you want and then be like, debate me?
It's great. I fucking love
Try it.
Because even if I'm wrong, I'll fucking take it.
But you are literally everything short of bulletproof, right? So like nobody can fucking do anything to you. What does that do? Like, how do you? Because like, were you always that way, or did you get bigger at a certain point?
I'll tell you this: when you first
And you learned to fight.
when you learn how to fight,
Yeah.
this is why I feel this way. When you learn how to fight and you get your ass kicked for the first time, and then you get really good, and then you still get your ass kicked, and then you get really good, and you get your ass kicked even more, and then you get really fucking good, and someone can still kick your ass, it gives you this level of, I know worst case scenario. And worst case scenario is being knocked out. Big fucking deal.
Not that bad.
But there's only a couple fucking 100 people that can fucking knock me the fuck out.
right.
So when it comes down to it, if you want to debate me on something, let's debate it, because this is never going to get physical between us.
Right, yeah.
Like, and so
there's no danger of that
I'm not
happening.
going to touch you. You're not going to touch me.
Right.
So let's have a conversation about it.
Yeah.
And it removes it strips down all of the barriers we would have had to have this conversation. So I have no problem saying to somebody, is somebody acting like an asshole in public? It's like, stop being an asshole. What'd you say to me?
Yeah.
You fucking heard me.
What are you going to do?
We're not going to fight about it. So stop being a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Me and Europe really didn't click this last time we went over there, man. Like London, Paris, and then we went to fucking Morocco was cool as shit. Like the Parisians though, man, like they didn't know the score. And that shit like did not work for me. Like you'd have Uber drivers being pricks, you'd have people serve me being pricks, and I'm like, so what's the end game here? I drag you over the counter and stomp you? Like, what the fuck are we doing here? So it's and again, I don't think I'm better than anybody. I don't think I can beat up the whole world. But it's a level of, I've had my ass kicked and I've kicked a lot of ass.
What do you think
so what are we doing
percentage
here?
is? What do you think the percentage is? I mean, it's gotta be like 98% of like the world. It's like you could beat the fuck out of.
No. And I say this with. And everybody, my friends listening to this, especially my UFC fighter friends, and especially my real friends that train with me,
right?
They know this is a true statement, and if they don't think it, they'll call me out. It's like 99.85.
Yeah.
And it's
because when you think about the sheer number of people in the world,
the people that can fuck me up are currently under contract UFC fighters, black belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighters that are in way better shape, like the real guys
who are like. There's like
it's their
there's
job.
like none of them.
It's their job.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking touching those guys. They're gonna fucking kill me.
Right.
Okay, let's talk about the other 6 fucking billion people. Come get some, motherfucker.
Oh my god. I don't know if you know this yet,
real
but we're
guys
taking you on tour everywhere we go forever.
The real guys they'll fuck me up. Like, come on, you'll kill me in the cage.
Yeah,
but they're the real guys. Come on, fuck.
Yeah. It's like having the conversation about piano playing, and like when I
we
say
had
to
that
you,
conversation.
Yeah, I say to you, I'm like, you realize like there are I can give you a list of people who just kick the shit out of me as a pianist. You know what I mean?
The very short
you're
fucking
like,
list.
Well,
in the grand scheme of things,
sure, maybe, but like you think of that when I say that to somebody like you, and you're like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
and I'm like, no, you don't get it. Like,
no, I can't wrap my head
there
around
are
it.
levels to this shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. Yeah, no, it's the same exact thing.
If it's your life's
like
work
speaking Japanese.
and you're good at it.
Hey.
Yeah, like we hear you speak Japanese and we're like, dude, you're fucking fluent. And meanwhile, you're like,
yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, it's just awareness. Yeah, whole different thing.
Right. Have you spoken much Japanese?
I'm taking lessons now.
Oh, you're taking lessons.
Taking lessons again, yeah. Yeah, I do like a video lesson thing with this guy every week or two, and just keeps things sharper.
Keep it sharp.
Yeah. And I still want to build that website. I am actually building a website to try and help teach
people learn.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be. We're going to announce that. That'll be a sponsor. You can pay me a fuckload of money, and then we'll promote the new site.
That's how you love your money.
Yeah. All of our sponsorships will be our own. Will be our own shit. So we just like keep handing money around. We never bring any money in. You know what I mean?
It's like, so who has the money this month?
That's good.
Who gave? I gave it to somebody. Who has it now?
Give it back.
Yeah, give it back. What do you want to promote? Give it back. Yeah.
Anyways, we'll let you know when that's done.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, then I'll buy myself a fancy green black watch.
You gotta buy yourself a fancy watch.
You do need a fancy watch.
You've got a nice watch.
Oh no,
we're getting there.
It's all right.
We're getting there.
It's just a Tissot thing.
It's a Tissot.
Tissots are amazing.
Tissots are great.
Nice. I like it.
It's a great watch.
It's good.
I should know.
They're great.
That was Christmas bonus.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody got okay. We're gonna go there. Everybody got watches.
Yeah.
But Jake wanted. He was very, very keen on this. He very, very specifically wanted to get a Versace watch.
Hey, are you fucking serious?
He was like, which like Versace, like not
That's
a
amazing.
watch, like it's an accessory, right?
That's
it's like
great,
it's not
though.
a watch,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
and like it's one of those things.
Did
where,
you get it?
So
this is the funniest part.
Yeah,
This is the funniest part.
I did, and then I looked at it for 2 days, and I was like, "This is retarded," and then I returned it.
He looked at it. He was like, "I am never gonna wear this." I'm like, "Oh, why?" He's like, because what I think it says about me.
That's pretty good. That's pretty funny,
it
man.
was, it was obnoxious.
It was so
Yeah.
extra. So like a couple years ago, on your request, on your recommendation, we went to this place in Tulum.
Yeah.
And like literally a month after we were there, the place got shot up. Like there was a cartel change.
I know,
and
my
it
favorite bar got shot up.
Sketchy.
Yeah.
And we were just kind of like, oh,
It was an election year, and so the cartels had a little bit of pushback on who was going to take over the strip of Tulum. And when that happens, it's not good.
Oh my god!
And then it got sorted out. Now it's like everybody's happy. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh man, have you been since?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
When did you go last?
Right after you were there, so whenever that was.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because you guys went like in May or something.
Mhm.
Right? How is it around that time?
It's great.
Really?
It's fucking great, dude.
Does it ever get like hotter, or is it pretty much stable?
August will get a little hotter,
okay.
but it's never.
It's pretty consistent.
It's never wild.
Yeah. Okay.
No, you'll never get in desert heat.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Well, we just got back from Hawaii. That was
That's a very temperate place too.
pretty consistent. I
Yeah.
think it's all the time. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was like
80s the whole
80
time,
and
right? Yep.
humid pretty
Mhm.
much the whole time. Which it is wild though how much hotter 80 is when it's like
Yeah.
80% humidity. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um,
How was the sunshine?
We got lucky because like
Good.
literally the week before, apparently there was like massive rainstorms.
Yep.
The road right by the place we stayed was flooded. Like you couldn't go by.
That's the risk of Maui trips, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
You go,
Especially during
you
this time of year because the
yeah,
rainy season. Is
if you
like
get a big
winter.
fucking thick thing of clouds and shit, you're fucked, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. We this is funny. So the big volcano on Maui is Haleakala, and you can drive up it. There's a state park at the top, and it was like late at night, and I had this idea. I was like, oh, maybe we could see some sick stars because they do the sunrise.
You can,
thing. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah. And the road is open. You just go up there, and they do the sunrise from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. You need reservations to get into the park because people will go up there on guided tours and stuff and watch the sunrise. Apparently, that's pretty cool. We didn't end up doing that, but I was like, oh, well, maybe we can see some crazy stars because there's like an observatory up there and stuff. So we go up, but with the way the clouds are on Maui, it's like you might be going through rain and clouds.
Yep.
But I had this idea that like, oh, if we keep going, maybe we'll punch through the clouds. We never did. It was like we got up to like 9,000 feet, and I've got this little BMW Z4. It was like 35 degrees, and I'm like, at some point, this is gonna be ice.
Yep.
And I can't see what's off the side of this fucking thing. And I know that I'm 9,000 feet in the air. That's what's crazy about the volcano there is like here you have like Pikes Peak has crazy prominence, right? So like the distance between where it starts and where it peaks out. But even Pikes Peak, you're starting from 6,000 feet. So it's only like 8,000 from the bottom when you're standing in Colorado Springs looking up to the top of Pikes Peak.
Mm-hmm.
This shit, 10,000 feet from sea level.
Zero
Yeah.
to 10.
Zero to
Yep.
10,000. So you're standing
Right.
on the beach and you turn around, you look at this thing and you're like, what the fuck is that?
It's wild.
It's crazy.
Yep.
It's crazy how big these things are.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we drove partway up and I ended up getting to a point I was like, I don't think we're punching through the clouds. So we just turned around and came back. That was, yeah. So we basically drove up the side of a cliff in the rain, in the dark for an hour
In a Z4.
in a Z4 and then just turned around and came back. Hey, by the way, I just picked up my car. The classic dealership thing of, there's nothing wrong with your car.
Yeah.
Everything's normal.
I love that.
And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. The thing I love the most, okay, so I have this steering problem with the Miata. I just bought a Miata because I'm an idiot. And I have this thing where it's like you can move the wheel a little bit to the right and it'll just stay there. So it's like you can turn it just
And
a
it
touch
sticks.
and it just keeps going.
Not good.
And then turn it back and it
Yeah,
just
that's
keeps
not how
going.
it works, yeah.
That's not how it fucking works. You know what this guy told me?
Hmm.
He was like, yeah, so they do this thing. It's actually, if you were somebody who like needed work done and you really didn't know what was wrong with your car, and like it's kind of cool. They send you like a video where they like film and they're like,
Yeah.
they're explaining what
Mhm.
what they found and what they're doing, and cool service, right? So he sends me this video and he's like, yeah, you know, we even drove another one to compare. It's like we couldn't replicate the problem, and I think what you're feeling is like, yeah, this is a sports suspension.
Yeah, I love that.
And
Mhm.
it's really designed to like hug the corners. I'm like, motherfucker.
Yep. Same thing with my car. That's what I'm dealing with on my phone right now.
Just like, I know more than you.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up.
Training,
that is not
it's
what.
training. It's training
that
and
is
leadership.
not what it does. Okay, you're not supposed to be able to turn your fucking wheel and it just sticks. That is not normal.
No.
You know. And I just love like trying to explain to me. There was another situation that was exactly the same thing, and it's like, okay, you know, nobody's gonna know when you're randomly an expert on something for no fucking reason at all. But when we bought an Alfa Romeo, and when we bought it, the kid selling us the car, this poor guy, I appreciate the effort, but he was explaining how because the Alfa Romeo company, well, you know, they have the Formula One team. And he started telling me all this shit about how the Formula One team and the technology from the Formula One team is they put all this stuff into their cars and it makes their road cars better.
No,
and I was like, yeah. Except this is the 2018. And Alfa Romeo wasn't the title sponsor of Sauber, which is what the team actually is, until 2019. So not only was Alfa Romeo not in the sport at this time, they're still not even in the sport, more so than being a title sponsor. They don't make anything in the fucking sport.
They pay money.
They pay money to slap their name on a Sauber.
They're part of what, Starlink or whatever?
Alfa Romeo is the title sponsor of Sauber.
Yes, but they are owned by Starlink or Star. Will you please Google?
Alpha?
Yep, Alfa Romeo.
Who's the parent company of Alfa Romeo?
Star something.
Interesting. Starlink.
It's something.
Starlink just starts buying
Not
up
Starlink.
auto manufacturers.
Stellantis. There it is. Yep.
You weren't far off. You got the st and the l.
Yep.
You got those two right.
It's Fiat, Ram, Jeep, Alfa Romeo, big list, and it's all owned by Stellantis.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Interesting.
It's the old Daimler Chrysler group, and now it's called Stellantis.
Okay, yeah, they bought fucking everything.
Everything.
Yeah, because for a while Fiat had the whole deal.
Yep.
Yeah, and then which is funny because like you never really see Fiats.
And I know that
Not here,
Maserati,
anyway.
I don't know if they're part of Stellantis, but I know that Maserati uses Ferrari blocks.
Maserati uses the Ferrari engines that Ferrari was like, we're not using this one. That's what Maserati is.
I believe
Maseratis are
that.
fucking piles of shit.
Well-
Maseratis, dude, if you get into a Maserati and just start poking around at the interior, they are made so shittily.
Yes.
They are fucking garbage.
But now they offer lifetime warranties for the original owner.
What? Get the fuck out. Really?
Yep. Google that shit. Yep.
That's funny.
Yep. Maserati.
Because they're notoriously not reliable at all.
Maserati's now offering it's either 10 years or lifetime warranties on their powertrains.
It's all the Ferrari
Wow.
engines that Ferrari was like, this is not good enough to put in a Ferrari.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Maseratis are pretty though.
Kinda.
They're pretty.
They're okay. I feel like they're a wannabe Aston Martin.
I have my own issues with Aston though, you know?
Why? What's wrong with Aston?
I mean, they're cool.
They're
Not nearly fast enough for what they charge and what they
they're
are.
GT cars. They're not sports cars.
Yeah.
You know? I tell you what though, the fucking V8 Vantage. God, I would drive one of those. I would absolutely buy one of those.
My buddy bought a V12 Vanquish, and it's fucking crazy.
I almost bought a Lotus.
You should have.
They wanted too much money for it,
Yeah, that's true.
but it was sick.
They are sick.
I kind of want one now.
They're really
Now that
cool.
I drove one, I'm like, oh shit.
I like them a lot.
Maybe this is my next
Yeah.
car. I'm like, yeah, I'm boy, that V6, man. It's supercharged V6 and it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. You know what that is? It's a fucking Camry motor. It's a Toyota.
I can't get
It's
over
a
that.
Camry,
I
bro.
know, it just bugs me. Fuck, dude.
416 horsepower out of a Camry.
It bugs
0
me.
to 60 in 3.8. The car only weighs 3,100 pounds, so it's like, that'll happen. But like,
Yeah.
it sounds incredible. And to think that you could get a Camry, that would be great. Just take a stock Camry and like
Tune it.
supercharge it and tune it out to be basically
You
the same thing as
probably
Lotus.
could.
You probably could.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's the same motor. You just have to throw it's got an Edelbrock supercharger on it. And then I don't know what else you'd have to do.
Edelbrock, that's funny. I haven't heard that in a long time.
Really?
Yeah. Edelbrock is
I don't
the
know how
company
common
that
they are,
always
but-
tunes up the muscle cars.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, superchargers.
Yeah.
So,
Huh.
seems like it. Were you keeping up?
No.
Where we were talking about Lotuses
I was
and
thinking about I was
superchargers
somewhere else. I was
Yeah,
thinking
yeah,
about
yeah.
something else.
and, so what's going on with you today?
Oh, God.
man. Yeah.
But
Curie got a green card. We heard about that.
Oh, you actually want to talk about me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
She got a green
asked.
card. Yeah, we got a green card. We got a green card. Got to get that social security number pretty soon. But yeah, she got a green card.
Nice.
They don't send you the social security number with a green card. That's weird. But yeah.
Well,
yeah.
When you want something done right, leave it to the government.
Amen. They'll take care of us.
Yeah, always.
They always have our best interest in heart.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yo, what the fuck is going on?
That's great.
What
dude.
is going on right now?
With what?
The fucking UFOs, bro.
Oh my God, dude.
What the
Oh.
fuck is going on? So we shoot
Balloons.
down this weather. Well, no, we shoot down this weather balloon, but then we shoot down 3 of these fucking UFOs, and nobody has any idea what the fuck they are.
And the best part is everybody's like, I listened to the problem with Jon Stewart, and it was so left wing crazy that they were literally saying everybody's just like overreacting. Overreacting?
To what? The Chinese balloon or,
Yes,
the UFOs?
to all of it. To like none of it really matters. And what would they really see?
What was Jon Stewart saying? Because I know Jon
Same
Stewart.
thing. He's like, we
always,
shot it down with a missile. I would have used a pin. And it's like, what are we fucking talking about here? It's crazy to watch the politics get into this.
Yeah.
Instead of everybody just being like,
Well,
it's super fucking weird. There's a balloon over Montana.
It's very weird. It's
Yeah.
very weird. And then there was another one, right?
Take the politics out of it. It's fucking weird. There was a balloon over Montana.
Yeah,
Yep.
the only reason politics get into it is because, you have one side that decides that they can say one thing, and then the other side's like, ooh, they said this one thing, now we can say the other thing,
It's
and let's
crazy,
create
you guys.
division over
it's
it.
fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
It's crazy, but it's the only time that anything has ever been shot down over the U.S. for violating U.S. airspace.
Wow.
Ever.
Mm.
And didn't they wait to shoot it down over water somewhere?
We're talking about the balloon. I'm talking
Yeah.
about, yes, that's true. That was shot over U.S. territorial waters, but the UFOs
that
were not.
heck, the octagonal shaped thing or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What do you think it actually is?
I
Do you
got
think
to.
it's
Oh my
some
God.
shit? Because here's what boggles my mind. This is where I'm like, okay, what's actually going on? Because if there was I feel like you can always assume that if we're being told certain information, it's specifically to generate attention somewhere else than where they want the attention placed, right? So like if they're telling us that there's these UFOs that they don't know what they are, it's got to be because there's something else going on
Yeah.
that they don't want people's attention on,
Mm.
like Ohio.
Yeah, but that was on the front page of Yahoo today.
It was?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, but it wasn't for a while. Like they were really skirting around. You know what's going on in Ohio, right?
No.
The train crash.
No, I hadn't
There was
heard
a
about
train crash, and then the shit started burning. This like chemicals used to make PVC or some shit.
Not
It's
good.
creating like hydrogen chloride in the air.
Not good.
Like there's
massive
a
amounts.
dude. Oh my
I would
God.
drive my kids to Montana immediately if that happened in Denver.
Holy
It's
shit.
wild. It's crazy.
My kids
Can
would
we-
not stick around and
Oh,
see
we
what
don't
happens.
Have the TV. Can we turn the TV on? Is that?
I don't think I'm hooked up at the moment.
Okay, wait.
No.
Wait, I'm gonna find because this is so crazy. There's a cloud hanging over Ohio right now.
Jesus.
It's crazy, dude.
Wow.
I didn't know
Oh
about
man,
The things that you miss when you don't watch the news
that.
anymore.
Yeah, I didn't.
that is toxic chemicals.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah,
Yep.
toxic chemicals.
Wow.
There's like, look at this. There's like, yeah, it's wild.
Whoa.
It's wild. There's like rivers and shit, and fish are just like dying. Like it's crazy
Jesus.
what's going on. And everybody was saying that I don't know what the truth of any like the level of truth of any of this is, but like they were saying that the governor was like they're trying to keep it quiet and not really talk
Keep
about
it
it very
quiet?
much. I heard that reporters were getting arrested. I wonder under what pretense, if they were, I don't know, going someplace that they were not supposed to go or whatever. I don't know. But like it seemed like there was a conceited effort to like keep it a little bit under wraps.
No, wait, what part of Ohio is this?
I don't remember.
Oh,
Do
okay.
we know where it's happening?
Mm.
But yeah, it was
Damn.
it's crazy. It's fucking nuts. Yeah, but you're right. I mean,
Nuts.
exactly what you just said. Like if that happened, pack up,
Oh.
we're out.
Yeah,
Get
seriously.
the fuck out.
It's also fucking stupid, dude.
There's so much crazy shit, but like it just makes you go, what are we being sort of distracted from?
Fed.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like everything is intentional. You know what I mean? Like everything
yeah.
that we are told is done with a purpose. We're not just like fed random information. It's just like, oh, hey, this is what's going on today. No. That's not what the fuck happens. It's like we're told things very specifically for very specific reasons. And I think
it's just crazy watching people just hear things and be like, oh, okay.
Well, but
Right.
you know
Oh
what that
my
is though?
God, dude.
That's just like how much crazy shit, and you can blame the necessity of media to be clickbaity in order to make money. You can blame that.
Yeah.
Because the reason nobody gives a shit is because the amount of crazy shit we see day in and day out, and it's just like we see this and we're just like, oh, fucking put it on the list. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
You know, what else is new? Oh, okay, there's fucking UFOs. Of course there are. What, are they going to beam down and blow the whole fucking place up? Figures.
Yeah.
Like they just, you know what I mean? And because we see so much shit every day, and that is directly because, you know what it all stems back to? I don't know if you know this. It all stems back to Google in the 90s requiring that companies created content on the internet for free in order to be indexed. So what it did is it took away their business model, essentially, because you couldn't, like the New York Times made a website, and now what they figured they would do is just like, oh, well, we'll put our newspaper online and we'll charge people to access it online. But Google is like, no. If you want to be indexed on Google, you have to make a certain amount of content free, right? And so because they did that, all the companies went, okay, but wait a second. Now you have this guy over here who made a website, because anybody can make a website. He made a website that looks exactly like the New York Times. It looks like it's authoritative. It looks like it's, experienced media, experienced journalism. He's writing things that sound good, that sound like they're thought out, even if it's like somebody who's spewing bullshit, but it's well written, right? It's like that started happening, and they all went, oh shit, we have to do something to get people's attention. Because if we don't get their attention, number one, they're not going to read our shit, which is going to mean that we can't sell ads. That's the whole business model. And that goes away, we're fucked. So we have to make our shit more compelling. And the only way and people who were not the media, who were not those newspapers, they knew how to make shit compelling because they were like, oh, well, I'm just going to say there's UFOs over Michigan.
Yeah.
This octagonal UFO, check it out.
Yeah.
And we've just been fed that now for 20, 30 years. And we're just
Exactly.
kinda like, oh,
Yep.
okay, well.
That's why nobody cares.
That's why nobody cares.
Yeah.
100%. Because what else could you stack on in the last 5 years that would be crazier
And
than
nobody
like,
cares.
of course there's UFOs
Yeah.
over the
I
country.
Tell my wife and parents that there's a UFO over Lake Michigan. They go, that's crazy.
Why is it only the U.S.?
And because I'm sure when my buddy used to fucking do contract work in the former Republic of Congo, he's like, the drones we would see take off of buildings we've never seen before.
Yeah.
They're crazy. Like a single 4-propeller drone that was meant to shoot one missile and then crash right below where it shot the missile to self-destruct.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is all fucking drone shit, dude.
Oh, totally.
All of it is just fucking drones.
I have no doubts that it's some, probably our own.
A lot of it's our own, for
yes.
sure.
Yeah, because what better way to give the impression that we have no idea what's going on is if we have some insane technology and we're like, well, let's build a couple extra and we'll just shoot them out of the air, and that way nobody thinks it's ours.
It's hilarious.
You know what I mean? Like
Everybody loves
like,
and
duh.
there's this square thing flying around in all these different directions. It's like, have you ever watched a drone race, you fucking idiot?
right?
Like, put mirrors on every edge of one of those things and have it go up and down and left and right and up and down, and it's going to look like something from out of this world.
Yeah. Yeah. And one of the things they
Yeah.
reported was no visible means of propulsion. That is interesting.
It is.
It is, until you find out it's a bunch of mirrors around the propellers.
Could be.
Don't know.
Yeah. Mirrors. That's interesting.
You do lithium batteries that are stable with a bunch of propellers, and you put mirrors around the edges of it, and it starts going up and down and left and right, and it looks like whatever shape you want it to look like, and there's no visible means of propulsion, there's no smoke, there's no exhaust, it's a fucking drone on batteries. Shocker. Like,
Vinny just solved
Yeah.
the UFO question. He's like, oh,
Sorted.
we're done here.
Good day.
We figured it out, everybody. We can go home. Everybody can stop
That's
worrying.
funny.
Yeah, that is funny. But that's crazy, though, that like it was 3 right in a row.
Yeah.
It was like
Yep.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Well, they got to
Boom,
make
boom,
something
boom.
interesting.
I know.
It's not Trump anymore.
They need
Amen.
to get. That's true. That's fucking true, right?
Amen to that.
Man, how does a company like CNN even stay afloat during times like these?
Cable
how many-
packages.
Yeah, but okay, yeah, I suppose so. Because like they employ so many fucking people, and it's just like,
Yeah.
who watches it on purpose?
Not me.
You know what I mean? Like CNN,
None
Fox,
me.
like any of it. Who I like.
The grandparents.
What
Yeah.
airports is that? Is that their total market share? Is like just airports,
Captive audience.
airports, and you know the fucking random TV on the side in some bar somewhere.
Captive audience airports.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's good.
I don't know.
That's funny.
Tell you what, we did. It was a 6.5 hour flight. We got direct from Denver to Maui. That was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
But we did the what was it like they call it like economy plus?
Oh, yeah.
It's a little extra,
Makes
extra
big
like
difference.
It actually does. I mean, it would
Fucking A.
make a way bigger difference for you, but like if it makes a difference, you know, even when you're 5'6".
Yeah.
It's but like not long enough of a flight to bother paying for anything more than that. I think. I don't think I think a 7 hour flight. If you're gonna spend the type of because I looked, I was like, how much would it be? Just curious. I've never flown first class anywhere. How much would that be? $1,600 to upgrade on the top of like the $700 I already paid. So it'd be like $2,500 or whatever.
It's still half
fly
the price
first
to your,
class.
it's half. That's half of what it would have been to London from Denver for sure.
In first class. Yeah,
Definitely.
that's
Yep.
crazy.
I really,
That's
really,
crazy.
really want to fly first class
I
to
do
Japan
too.
one day.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Is that-
15
is that
hour from Denver to
14,
Tokyo.
15?
It's probably about that.
Damn.
Something like that. 13 to 15.
Do you fly in a 777 or like a 787?
Dreamliner.
787.
Yeah.
How much bigger is that than a 777?
I don't think it's necessarily bigger. I think it's just different.
Okay.
Like I took Dreamliners back and forth from London to Denver for this
Yeah.
last trip, and it was fucking miraculous.
Wow. Yeah, because I'd never flown on a wide body aircraft before.
Oh, that was your first
That was
time?
my first
Very
time.
cool.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause
Big
I've only
fucking
ever flown
difference, yep.
737s.
Big
Mhm.
difference.
Huge difference. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. A lot smoother.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Very,
crazy how much
very
smoother it
smooth.
is. Yeah.
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 I love that.
Yeah, the flights were wicked. I mean, we had a little bit of turbulence, but even the turbulence, you're like, this doesn't even feel like really
Much.
turbulence at all.
No, not like it normally does. No way.
Yeah.
Yep,
'Cause
couldn't agree more.
737's like driving my Miata around. It's just like all over the place. Dude, that thing, every time I hit a pothole, it sounds like I broke every part of the suspension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yep.
it's like not even muted at all. Just like, oh, your car's broken now. You have a flat tire for sure. That wheel is cracked, no doubt, and it's fine. I'm like, what
They're
the
bulletproof,
fuck?
dude. Those
It's
things
crazy.
are awesome.
It's so crazy. Yeah, it's like made like a tin can, but like that's what you
A fun
want.
little tin can.
Kinda. How's your Audi?
Oh, she fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. The only thing I didn't think I would ever be a person who would say the sentence, I don't really like the turbo lag. You know?
Welcome.
I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Now I want a fancy car, you know? But it's great though.
Yeah.
I love the car. So, I mean,
Audis are
it's-
great.
It's really
great.
comfy, really just like a really nice, well-made car. It's
Mhm.
beautiful and looks nice. I like the
Looks
wheels.
great.
But yeah, it's just a stepping stone now.
Stepping stone. That's
That
what it
works.
is. Hell yeah.
Fucking
Mhm.
Turbo lag. Jesus
Turbo
Christ.
lag.
Which
Tell you
one
what-
did you have? Which one do you have?
A4.
Okay, so it's 2.0 turbo.
Mhm.
That's a fun engine, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's got
No, it's
some
very
nice
nice.
get up and go.
Yeah.
Was that
Yeah.
like 300 horsepower ish?
295, I think.
295?
Mhm.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Fuck if I know. I just drive the thing.
Those are cool cars.
Yeah. Tell you what has the worst turbo lag on the face of the planet? That Alpha.
Oh,
The
really?
Stelvio.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so bad. It's like it goes nowhere
Mm-hmm. Until it does.
until it does.
Yep.
And then it does.
Yep.
It fucking does. You know, I think that thing is like 380.
Yeah.
But it's heavier, so it's like, you know,
Yep.
it's not that fast. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's just like you put your foot down and you're like, I'm gonna get hit. Oh, I had a moment last night. Ooh. Did you see that? Where you weren't watching?
No.
Oh my God. That scared the fuck out of me. We were turning onto, so I turned off traction control. I was in the Cayman last night.
Mm-hmm.
I turned off traction control because I wanted to be a dickhead. And we turned from Kipling, or no, we turned onto Kipling, from 32nd onto Kipling. And it's at the top of this hill. You can't see shit.
I know where that is. Yeah.
It comes up the hill and boom, there's 32nd.
Right.
And so he turned right and I'm following him because he's going to his new place and I'm like, I don't know where we're going. And so I'm just following him. I'm like, oh shit, I got to go. And so I pull up to the thing, I look and I start, I put my foot into it a bit and the Cayman has a little bit of turbo lag. It's not horrible, but it's there. You can manage it if you know how to give it the gas properly. But so I kind of step into it a bit. And I look, and here comes this car flying up over the hill. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, I have two options here. I can either slam on the brakes, or I can just say, all right, we're going. I forgot I turned traction control off.
Did you get sideways?
Woo! We got lit up, and just I got so like full opposite lock, and it was I got into a little bit the other lane because I was worried for a second that this car was like gonna jump into the other lane to go by me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit! And I'm just like, and got it straightened out. Whew. We're okay.
Awesome.
I think they hit their brakes, but I sure as hell looked like an asshole. So
Looked like you were trying to do that. Yep.
it did look like I was trying to do it, and meanwhile I was just like, oh fuck, and just got a little bit scared there. But yeah, because I was following this asshole because he just jumps out into traffic.
Well,
in his RAV4.
That's right.
you do drive
on
pretty
sport mode.
erratically.
He doesn't drive erratically. You just drive slow as shit.
Yeah. I will not deny that.
Oh man, I thought it was so funny. I forget where we were going, but like Dylan picked me up because I dropped my car off like a couple days ago, and Dylan picked me up, and we were I was sitting in the back seat, and Jake was with us too, and we're driving, and I think the speed limit was like 45, and you were doing like 40 like behind somebody, just like just tooting along.
Oh, look, I still get there. All right. I get there like 3 minutes later than you do. What's the
Tooting along.
fucking difference?
Tooting along, yeah.
You know, if I'm not trying to like put the fucking vroom on it, then what's the fucking point? I'm
That's
just
true.
chilling, man.
Yeah, Leanne gets mad at me because I drive fast everywhere.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. It's like, it's just
I like
fun.
to sometimes.
It's just more fun.
It's more fun.
It's like, why do I want to sit
I agree.
in a car and be bored?
I agree.
It's like if you
I
have
love it.
something that has a little bit of zip,
Mhm.
it's like, why are you not going to use that? It's like when I had my Tesla, dude, every stop sign, every single
Was a
red
drag
light,
race.
floor it, 100%, without a doubt. Why not?
So fun.
It's so much fun.
I agree.
Dude, like, yeah. That
I only
thing
do
was-
it when I'm alone, really,
Really?
pretty much.
Does Kiri not like it?
No, she's fine with it.
Oh, yeah?
But yeah, I just generally I think to do it when I'm alone. When I'm with other people and like talking.
How
and
would
shit,
she do
I
in the
just, like,
canyon?
don't think about it. I think she would. I mean,
Yeah?
she'd be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should definitely.
That's
do it.
always like the test to see, like, okay, is somebody like cool, like in a car, you know?
Yep.
It's like
Launch
they're
it
either
or
good.
turn it, yep.
They're either good in the canyon or they're not good.
Yeah,
in the
you
canyon.
launch it
They're
or you
like,
turn
"Ah."
it. Yep.
I
Well-
scared the shit out of my dad. And that was hilarious. That was great.
You still haven't like full throttled it through the canyons with me.
You've been on track though.
Yeah, I mean it was
Yeah.
On
That's
track
even
I was like,
faster. That's even faster. Well, no, you made it. You did well. He lasted 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
That's if for a passenger. That's not bad.
it's all right.
That's not bad. 15, 20 minutes.
The
Like
track's not that fun as a passenger.
no
Driving would be way easier.
Yes.
More fun
Yeah.
with that scenario.
100%.
Yeah.
Hey, are you gonna fucking come this year?
Yeah. I'm fully wrapped now. Yeah, I'm good to go.
There's these track days at least. I think there's 2 a month all summer long.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be
You
in.
know, I think I might want to do like 1 a month.
Mhm.
This might be my plan. But like, dude, I went to 2 of them last year. Amazing.
Yeah, they're so fun.
So great.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you have to pay per driver, but we could bring the Miata and have 2 cars.
There you go.
Mm,
hmm
It's a possibility.
the thought.
I love it. It's so fun.
It's so much fun.
It really
I'll
is.
go and
Yeah, but like you also got to go and drive too.
Yeah,
Taking
do all
pictures
that.
and videos is great. It's super
fun.
cool. We get like
I enjoy it.
lots of great shit from it, but you got to get
That we
behind
don't
the
use
wheel.
anywhere. But you know, I
Well,
just
we
like
used it a
looking at
little
it.
bit. We used it a little bit.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, shit,
Cool.
boys, this has been a minute.
Yeah.
It's good to catch up. Good to get back on the horn with these things. I think we want to do it more. We got to just
do it.
convince you to,
Yeah.
Well,
set the time aside because you're the busy fuck here.
Yeah.
we need to turn this
Um,
table into a mobile recording unit and drive it in a van over to your house.
There's no way somebody hasn't done a mobile like a podcast in a vehicle.
Yeah, it's got to
Yeah.
be a
That's
thing.
got to be a
Yeah,
thing.
just park outside Vinny's house. We'll
And
get
just like pick up. Well, who does? I think there's that one called podcast. A podcast, but outside. I think it's called that. Maybe
Really?
it's called that.
Hmm.
And they just set up like in public somewhere at a little table, and they like get random people, and they're just like they just ask people questions and shit.
Yeah.
I've seen some clips from it. It looks
That's
super
pretty
fun.
good.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks
I like
great.
that.
Looks great.
Nice.
We
Anyways.
won't be putting this table in a van, but we will be putting Vinny at this table, hopefully
Mhm.
Next week?
more frequently.
Yep.
Next week?
So yeah, hell yeah.
Mhm.
So anyways,
Beautiful.
Sorry
Cheers.
we took such a hiatus, but we are back and we're gonna be back. And thanks for hanging with us.
Cheers.
See you next time.
Cheers, guys.
boys.
Bye.